Hello Blood Bowl fans, hello ICBBL, hello Rebel Rookie, and hello Mad. Well, this is exciting, especially because this all happened in one day, very quickly. I now have the list of 20 coaches for the ADEnglish Invitational, and I even have the race list, which I know that some of you are really looking forward to hearing. I can confirm, and I'm quite happy to be able to confirm actually, that 9 of you actually had your first choice of race. 7 got the second choice, and 3 coaches unfortunately got slightly less favourable choices, but it was bound to happen. So especially to Smoko and to Mego, you got pretty low choice on your list, but there was still one of your choices. I made sure that everybody had one of their 5 or more choices. I've also chosen my own team out of the last 5, and I'm a little bit surprised at what was left over. I was happy with all 5 teams that were left, but I have made a choice. I will say to anybody who wants to be a wildcard though, I'm actually willing to switch my race for one of the other races if we cannot find an agreement for you 4. But you guys haven't even accepted the invitation yet, so never mind. Moving on. And how I'm going to do this, I'll do it in the old-fashioned way of showing you the team that you got, because why not? So the first coach in the list, the ICBBL captain actually, with 93% of the votes from the community, is Fallen Glory, and he will be playing Chaos Dwarfs. So Chaos Dwarfs for Fallen Glory. Next up in the list is Nerdfrog, the captain of Mad Academy, and he will be playing Amazons. Following on, we have another ICBBL member with 71% of the vote. That's Varkson, and he'll be playing his favourite team, which is a little bit worrying. He'll be playing the Wood Elves. Next in the list, we have... I have no idea how to say your name, I'm terribly sorry, and we haven't actually spoken yet, but Wave? I don't know, you'll have to tell me. I'm terribly sorry about that. And you will be playing the Lizards. We have yet to meet those, so I'm looking forward to meeting you actually, and welcome to the league, because I haven't had a chance to say that to you yet. Next up we have Killerich. Unfortunately you had your second choice, as Wood Elves were already taken, but you do have your second choice, which are the Greenskins. You are the Orcs. Wog away, sir. Wog away. Next up we have Mark Mail from Mad with 64% of the votes. Your first choice was Orcs, so of course they're gone as well unfortunately, but you do have your second choice, which is Undead. So that's Mark Mail with Undead. Next up we had Owned from Rebel with 63%, and you had your first choice, which was Dwarves. So everybody's going to hate you, of course. Well, you and Nerdfrog for the Amazons. Next up we actually had 4 coaches with 55% of the vote. I randomly ordered the 4 of you, so there's no obvious favoritism to each of the 4 of you. I just put you in a random order because you all had the same percentage. So for Rebel Rookie, 55%. Missa, I guess you say your name, I'm not sure. You have your second choice of Dark Elves. Skaven were free, as you can see, but if I gave you Skaven, it would have left one of the coaches with none of their 5 choices. So because you still had 3 of your 5 choices left, I took your second choice, just to confirm that. Next up randomly we have Grey Fox, and he's got first choice as well. First choice of Khemri. Looking forward to seeing him play as Khemri actually. I've heard many good things. And following on we have Rebels Monkey Chunks, also 55%, and you got your first choice. So you will be the Elven Union. Following on from that, there's Taktamo, Bienvenue. Your team choice, Mad 55%. Your first choice is taken, so you get your second choice of Nurgle. So Taktamo, you have Nurgle. Next up there were 5 coaches that all had 50%, so same thing, I randomly put you in order. First one to roll was Smoko, and I'm afraid you didn't get your first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth choice, but thank you for giving me so many choices, because it helped a lot. But you do get your 10th choice, which is in fact High Elves. So Smoko, you're the High Elves. Next up, there's Dauticus. I'm not sure how to say it, from Rebel. And you were the one who only had one choice left out of your 5, so I gave it to you prematurely. You've been given Skaven. Next up, we go back to Mad with Raskol, and Raskol has drawn Chaos, which was 4th choice, which is not ideal, but at least you got one of them. And following on, we have Undo, who had his 2nd choice, which was Necromantic. After that, the Rebel rookie Manus Atra, who has been given their 2nd choice as well. You have Kislev Circus, or Slan. Then, team captain for Rebel. Manus Atra is Rebel rookies, not Rebel. Team captain for Rebel, Herringzord. You had your 1st choice, which was a very funny 1st choice. Thank you for picking them, by the way, because nobody else wanted to play them apart from me. You have been given the Ogres, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Open Zorro, you also got your 1st choice, surprisingly. Even though you only had 43% of the ICBBL vote, you were going to be playing the Goblins. And the lowest percentage, unfortunately, for Mego meant that it was quite difficult for him because most of his teams were gone, but he had one left with 39% in Rebel Rookie League. He is going to be playing the Vampires. I'm surprised that actually that they were still left. So that leaves 5 teams left over, and those 5 teams are Norse, Bretonnians, Humans, and now I've lost track, Halflings, wherever they are, and I guess one more. Oh, and Underworld, yes, and Underworld. So, for the 4 wildcard coaches, you will be choosing between 4 of these 5 races. I'm going to pick one myself, but like I say, if all 4 of you, for example, don't want to play Halflings, which I think might happen, then I'll take Halflings. I'll swap my choice for Halflings. But out of these, I've chosen to play as Norse. So Norse is my 1st choice, but for you 4 wildcards, if you all decide to join, tell me which team you prefer to play. If we can do it that way, then great. If we can't do it that way, then I'll randomly roll it. You'll be stuck with whichever team you want, and if you don't like it, you can have Norse instead. How does that sound? So what happens now for everybody who is in this invitational? First of all, welcome to all of you. Bienvenue. I'm glad to have you all here, and I'm looking forward to playing all of you. We're going to go into a 4-division round robin, 6 teams in each division. But before we do that, between the launch of Legendary and 2 weeks afterwards, depending on when the actual launch is, I'll let you play 4 games with your team in your league's chosen ladder. So for ICBBL in Wood, for Rebel in, I think it's called Spin and Win, for Rebel Rookie, the other Spin and Win, the Spin League for both of you anyway, and for Mad, I don't know if you have a ladder, to be honest. If you don't, I can create one for you. It's not a big deal. I can create one in my own league for you. So if you are one of the original 16 teams, you can make your team now. Please let me know what the team is, and if you want to play your games leading up between now and the end, then that's absolutely fine. So you'll have an extra week to play, basically. But 4 games maximum, that's important. 4 games maximum. TV 1000 fresh team, 4 games maximum in your Spin League, and then when Ellie is created, I will create the league properly and invite you all to your chosen rounds. I haven't obviously set up the rounds yet, so we'll do that a bit later, but that's all the information for now. Any questions you have, please ask me in my Discord, or PM, doesn't really matter. And for now, just get to know each other, basically. Let's try and keep this nice and friendly, as well as competitive. Good luck to you, and if for whatever reason something's gone wrong, then PM me and I'll cry. Anyway, until then, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye bye for now.